Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our predictions for Money in the Bank 2018. I am your host with the most, Alex Eden, and joining me is the king of comic style,
Hey.
Mr. JB Brownhill. Alright, Money in the Bank is coming up, and we're actually still quite a bit away from it, I think. We're still like a few weeks away. We are in
2-3 weeks.
We are at the end of May, and the layout for Money in the Bank is coming into sight, and a few possible ways they can go after it, which would be interesting to discuss, are also coming into sight. So Money in the Bank for me, probably for a lot of people, is one of the most interesting pay-per-views because it crowns like their next top guy, which is always interesting.
Does it? Baron Corbin?
Okay, most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, only two people it hasn't worked for is Corbin and Damien Sandow.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, Cena won it one time and cashed in and failed, but he's already
James
top guy.
Ellsworth won in that one time.
Well, I mean, he didn't win it, did he? Carmelo won
No.
it. But I get what you're doing.
They've wiped that from the record books now because this Money in the Bank coming up, they're promoting it as the second women's Money in the Bank ladder match. It's actually the third.
Wait, who won it last? No, it's not.
They did a do-over, didn't they? Ellsworth won it, and then they were like, oh shit, that was really bad, so they did a do-over on SmackDown, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, that's hilarious. I completely forgot that happened. Alright, so there's a few matchups going into Money in the Bank. So we'll talk about them first before we go into the main event. So let's talk Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, since Backlash, has been pushed pretty much above anybody else. Above Roman Reigns, above the top dog, the owner of the garden, Roman Reigns.
The big dog.
The big old puppy.
Big old pile of shit.
Yeah, it's not great. And WWE have obviously been pushing him for such a long time. What, 4 or 5 years? 5 years?
Yep.
Yeah. And it hasn't worked at all. So, considering in Backlash people started walking out on the main event in his match against Samoa Joe, it seems like WWE might have finally seen the light and decided to push Seth Rollins instead. Because Seth
I bet
Rollins...
Romans versus Jinder is the main event of Money in the Bank.
I fucking hope not. Can you imagine Money in the Bank? Is the Money in the Bank match the main event? No. Then why is it called Money in the Bank?
What will be the main event actually? Looking at this card.
It'll be the men's Money in the Bank match, won't it?
Yeah, or AJ versus Shinsuke, but I doubt that.
Yeah, of course it won't. Vince McMahon doesn't like short guys or Japanese guys, so probably won't be.
I was going to say, Nakamura's pretty lanky, isn't he?
Yeah. So the matches that we haven't currently got confirmed will be Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds. Is that right?
That's going on the pre-show.
The
Deleter of Worlds, yeah.
We don't know who they're going to face. It might be the B team.
It's looking like it, isn't it?
Dallas. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if this like little push for the B team ends up with them jobbing out to somebody like, I don't know, Authors of Pain.
Yeah, they're going to get squashed, aren't they?
Yeah. It's really interesting.
What happened to Authors of Pain?
They just haven't been about for a while. I don't know why.
I think they're on main event apparently.
Oh my god, that's pretty bad. It's quite interesting seeing what's been going on with the B team because like in kayfabe they do what in real life like tag teams do to try and reinvent themselves, in that they haven't been booked very well. They had a match against the tag team, the tag champions, and they lost. They're a bit of a joke, but they still want those titles, so they reinvented themselves, but like on screen reinvented themselves.
Yeah.
And like the crowd enjoy it, so they've been given a push. It's quite an interesting little story. But they should never win the titles, and they should become an afterthought after Money in the Bank. And I hate to say that, but they should. So they'll probably get that tag shot, because why not? And Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt will keep the titles. Yeah, I suppose. Okay, that's our first prediction. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt will beat the B team.
That's a pre-show match, isn't it? Got to be.
Yeah, probably. Kind of silly if it's not. Oh yeah, we were talking Seth Rollins. Shit.
Oh yeah, we were, weren't we? What did you get from Seth
How did
Rollins
that
to the
happen?
B team?
I don't know. So Seth Rollins has been being pushed above Roman, which is fantastic. And rumours are that they might be pushing him towards the match with Brock Lesnar. What I love is that, like, the first Raw, Seth Rollins came out and was like, everyone's worried about Money in the Bank. I don't care about Money in the Bank. I'm not going to be in it. I don't want to be in it. I care about my title. That's it. Oh, wow, fair play.
That's good. That
It's
I like that.
a brave freaking. It's brave and awesome. So fair play to him. And hashtag.
He's doing
Brock
what the Miz did, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's doing exactly what the Miz did, but as a babyface.
Yeah, my title is the most important title.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Carry on. What were we going to say?
So that brings up the question and room for prediction on what will he be doing at Money in the Bank. Most likely an open challenge, because that's what he's been doing lately.
Yeah.
And this week he started getting in a rivalry with Elias.
Oh yeah.
Rumours are he'll face Elias at Money in the Bank. I hope it won't happen, and I don't think it will. I think him and Elias will have an Intercontinental title match before Money in the Bank and end their feud before Money in the Bank. Because thinking about it, if you're pushing Seth, if you're willing to push Seth as your top guy, you shouldn't put him in a match against mid-carder Elias on a big event like Money in the Bank. What I would see...
Does that not just elevate Elias, though?
I guess so. I mean, it wouldn't do bad for Seth. I think there's better things they could do. Like, for example, if he went out and called an open challenge and you had, like, John Cena come out and answer it, that would be freaking sweet. Because these two have great matches. And obviously Seth would beat John Cena. And I don't think Cena's ever been Intercontinental Champion, has he?
No, I don't think he has.
So he could come out, cut a promo of like, I've never been Intercontinental Champion, and that would be a sweet, tiny little miniature story to go into a great match. Seth Rollins wins. That'd be fantastic. Further pushing Seth. Another idea would be, and this also addresses another rumour of another possible match, Daniel Bryan, if Daniel Bryan came out and answered it, because it's a dual brand pay-per-view, so you could have somebody from SmackDown answer the challenge, and that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And especially as Daniel Bryan never lost the Intercontinental Championship, he obviously retired.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it'd be awesome. There we go, the storyline writes itself again. He comes out, says how he used to be the Intercontinental Champion, but he never lost it. He had to retire, so he wants this chance to take it back, and then have both the US and the Intercontinental Championship on a SmackDown. Have Seth beat Daniel Bryan, which further cements him as like the top babyface and like the true Intercontinental Champion. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's very likely that he'll end up facing Elias instead. But I'm making the bold prediction of John Cena or Daniel Bryan, and he beats either one, because that would make sense for the push they're giving him.
I'm saying Elias because WWE aren't that clever.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, another rumour, which is if Seth versus Elias does happen, is that Elias might actually beat Seth for the championship.
Ooh.
Because apparently Elias is due he's due a push. So
he's been steadily pushed, hasn't he?
Yeah. So they might give him
steadily
the title,
kept relevant.
see how it goes. And at the same time, it would free up Seth to not have a title and go after Brock. But at the same time, Seth is meant to not really be caring about Brock and only be caring about his title. So, like, I think it would be better if Seth does end up going after Brock, if he did it as the Intercontinental Champion. So
yeah, but
we'll see.
Champ versus champ is always a good match.
Yeah. If Seth does lose the title to Elias, then it means he's going after Brock. So that would be a good thing.
Cool.
And freaking, I would love it if Seth was the guy to dethrone him. That'd be great. So, okay, Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. This might happen. If it does, the same as the last match they had, I'm hoping Bryan wins, but I'm worrying that Big Cass might.
50-50 booking, man.
Yeah, but
nobody wins.
Exactly. I'm gonna predict that Daniel Bryan beats Cass again, if they have a match anyway.
I'm gonna say Cass wins if they wrestle again.
Man, God, I really hope not. But no matter who wins, it doesn't really lead into anything. So It's not.
Yeah.
It's not important. If you know what I mean. It's not an important
Ultimately,
match.
who cares? Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of who cares, Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. I think Lashley will win this. It'll be a bit of a squash match.
Yeah.
Like Sami will do his cowardly heel antics, but Lashley will come out looking like the powerhouse. And that'll be that. Oh yeah, this brings me to another prediction when it comes to Lashley. Is I think he's going to turn heel very, very soon, because his babyface push so far has been like along the lines of Roman Reigns, in that it's just all it's doing is getting people to boo him. But I think WWE are doing it on purpose, so that the hardcore wrestling fans boo him in the hopes that they'll turn him heel, so that all the casual fans boo him and the hardcore fans will continue to boo him. So I think...
Again, are they that clever?
No. But
I think they just fudged it.
But
turning him heel would be good, because wasn't he a really good heel in
TNA?
Impact?
Yeah. He was, and he's never been a good babyface. Like, come on, WWE, you should know this.
Yeah.
But yet he's coming out like with that shit-eating grin on his face. you know the one.
Fucking hell. Yeah. That weird one he did to the cameras, like, I love my sisters.
It's so awful. And he's like, this is what like hardcore wrestling fans hate. It's like, I'm the good guy, so I'm gonna smile, and your insults don't affect me, and then I'm gonna beat you up. Like, fuck off. That's a horrible character, you know. So yeah, I'm thinking he's gonna go heel. It'd be amazing if he went heel in this match, but I don't think he can't. I don't think he can go heel against Sami, because Sami is a heel, and Sami's not turning face anytime soon.
No.
So ultimately, this is another doesn't matter who wins. Lashley will win though, like for sure. And I think in the near future, Lashley turns heel, and maybe Lashley goes after Roman next. That'd actually be quite interesting.
Yeah, there was that rumor he was being groomed to fight Brock, wasn't it? But that fell through, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Yeah, I think like if Lashley had come in and everybody had loved him, then they might have put him against Brock.
They did nothing with him for 4 weeks. Like,
yeah,
he was just tagging with fucking Braun Strowman.
Yeah, here's our two big guys that we don't know what to do with. We're going to tag them together.
That puzzles me as well. I don't know what to do with Braun Strowman.
Yeah, it's like
he needs a title before people stop caring.
Yeah, it's like Braun Strowman could be the one to dethrone Brock. I would say that he should, but that was before, I had any kind of hope for them pushing Seth to do it. I thought Seth was a foregone conclusion that he's never getting near Brock, but now that he might, oh fuck yeah, I want that to happen.
Yeah,
because we had that year, didn't we, where Brock fought against Joe and Braun, and rumours were he was going to face Balor, but he ended up facing Braun instead again.
Oh yeah.
And Seth was never in that conversation for some reason. I always thought that was really weird and kind of a shame. So yeah, that is a shame.
Right.
Another who gives a shit match: Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal.
Don't care. Don't want to talk about it.
The modern day Maharaja. Oh, that was awful. I'm no Samir Singh.
No, I'm sandbagging this one. I just don't care.
Are you corpsing? Jesus. I don't understand what they're doing with the feud either. It's like these two hate each other, so we're gonna have Seth win the tag team match. We're gonna have Seth versus Jinder and win. Wait, no, he didn't win. He got disqualified. We're gonna have Seth beat up Jinder, and then Roman is not gonna be on the show. Maybe WWE don't care about their own feud.
This match is going to be on the main card, and it's going to push down a title match to the pre-show. I'd much rather watch any title match than I want someone with stakes. Not
this match should be on the
people
pre-show.
I don't give a shit about. Yeah. That's a pre-show match
so than the Deleter of Worlds versus the B team, and that's got a team in it that are called the B team. I bet Vince is laughing his ass off. The B team, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, so Roman Reigns is going to beat Mahal, and if he doesn't, even if Mahal wins, he still wouldn't care.
Whoever comes out on top.
Yeah, whoever comes out on top is still on bottom. Everybody's going to boo this match. Hopefully we'll have a unanimous piss break where everybody leaves and comes back for the next one. That would be the most amazing thing that wrestling fans have ever done.
Yeah.
Yes, the next match, I've forgotten about this. The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Good Brothers. I guess they're not going by the name of the club anymore.
No, they were.
Good Brothers.
Yeah.
Good Brother Anderson and Good Brother Gallows. This should be interesting. I think this match, I mean, the Bludgeon Brothers will definitely win because obviously the club have only been on SmackDown for a short time, and
Yeah,
they
I'm quite
haven't
looking
been.
forward to this match.
Yeah, the club haven't
In a
been
weird
built
way.
as anything big or special. But
I just want to see 4 big blokes just beat the shit out of each other.
Carl Anderson, big.
Well, 3 big blokes and Carl Anderson then.
Yeah. So I think this match will, because of, you have a big bloke and Carl Anderson, and because of their kind of like pretty good, solid tag team work, I think this match will be a showcase for Bludgeon Brothers, like showing that they're not just a team that comes in as cautious people.
Yeah.
So I think this will be actually a quite good match, quite a good back and forth, and be like the Bludgeon Brothers' first tag team match that goes on longer than 5 minutes or so.
It's nice to finally see like the Good Brothers actually doing something
Yeah.
as well.
Like they've come over to SmackDown and immediately got on a title shot. Fair play.
Yeah. It is the land of opportunity.
Yes it is. What other tag teams have we got on SmackDown other than the Usos and the New Day? We've got the Bar. I think we'll get the Bar versus the Bludgeon Brothers at some point, and I think that'd be quite good as well.
That's it.
Yeah. Like 4 tag teams? We've
Can't
got,
be
5? I don't know. It's still like the best tag teams that WWE have.
Let me get the roster up. How do you find the roster on this fucking website?
SmackDown have the best tag team division still, even though they've lost most of their tag teams. Really weird.
Oh.
But then the tag teams that Raw got off SmackDown were tag teams that were never going to make it on Raw. Breezango, Heath Slater and Rhino. God damn it. I didn't do it stream.
You've got Rusev Day, yeah.
Oh yeah, Rusev Day.
Fucking what's her name?
Sanity. They still haven't debuted yet though.
No.
Oh man, they've been teased for such a long time, and now they've stopped being teased. What the fuck's going on with Sanity?
I think they could debut here at Money in the Bank.
What, interfere in this match perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, the Bludgeon Brothers' latest promo to me looked a bit like they were pretending they were mental. It'd be interesting if Sanity debuted as like the Bludgeon Brothers leading Sanity and had like a big faction all of a sudden.
Yeah.
If Bludgeon Brothers were a part of Sanity, that'd be kind of interesting.
The colons are still on SmackDown as well, apparently.
Fucking colons. It smells bad.
What have you got next?
Alright. Oh yeah, we didn't actually make a prediction. Oh yeah, we did. Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh yeah, did we?
But it would be a good match. Probably be Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the
match.
Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah.
We have Carmella versus Asuka, Women's Championship. This is a hard one to predict.
Yeah.
I think Asuka's gonna win.
I think so. Yeah.
Because Carmella, she's just a transition.
She is transitional
opinion.
champion.
And like, she's lucky that she's a transition. Because otherwise she wouldn't be anywhere near the title picture anyway. Because she's not that good. She's really annoying.
She's not a good wrestler,
No, she's just not very good. Fair play to her for winning the Women's Money in the Bank and successfully cashing it in. Fair play, that was a good thing. Technically she's doing better than Asuka, who won the first Women's Royal Rumble and didn't win the title match.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think Asuka wins this.
Yep, Asuka.
Maybe goes on to feud with Charlotte afterwards, but maybe she beats Charlotte this time. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, the women's SmackDown women's division's a bit wank at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got Asuka, Charlotte. It's got a very misused Becky Lynch. That's about it.
Yeah, Becky wasn't even on SmackDown this week.
Yeah, she was. She had a little segment with Charlotte.
Oh yes, yeah.
A backstage segment.
Backstage, yeah.
Like
the in-ring
her and
segment was a
Charlotte having
dance
match.
off, wasn't it?
Yeah, and her and Charlotte are having a match next week.
Cool.
Because best friends should fight.
Barky.
Oh yeah, we've got the other 2 members of the women's division, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Oh yeah.
Lana. Naomi. The Iconics.
Oh yeah, of course.
Man, they're all pretty shit. Other than Asuka and Charlotte. Prediction, I think Asuka will win.
Yep.
That's that.
Yep.
Maybe SummerSlam. Yeah, that makes sense. Because then SummerSlam we can have Asuka Charlotte too.
Yeah.
That'll work pretty damn well. and they should be headlining really, unless unless Charlotte ends up in another feud, like with Becky, perhaps if Becky turned heel.
No,
we'll talk about that in a bit. I want to heel Becky.
No, she's not a heel.
She should be a heel.
She shouldn't be a heel.
She should be a heel.
She's too lovable.
No, but that's why she'd make a good heel.
Oh yeah, could do the Sami Zayn thing, yeah.
No. She'd be like, I want her to be a serious heel. She's kind of a badass. She'd make a good badass heel that goes around breaking people's arms. The disarmer. Yeah. Break people's arms.
Break people's arms.
Then making kids cry. She should go around breaking people's arms. She should feud with Charlotte. She should screw Charlotte over for the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. Have a pretty cool feud with Charlotte. It then kind of sets Charlotte up for facing Ronda at WrestleMania, because Charlotte is basically somebody who uses an arm submission, and she'll ultimately overcome it and beat Becky, despite the fact that Becky is going around hurting people's arms. So it works for everybody, and Becky as a face is right now going nowhere ever. So make her a heel. It then means that when Charlotte does win the Royal Rumble, which I do think she will, to then go face Ronda at WrestleMania, you've got a heel Becky to go and face Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title. That would work pretty well. Man, I should write this shit. Okay, that brings us to our next match. Nia Jax, the champion, versus Ronda Rousey.
Don't care about this either.
Nah, I think Ronda wins. That's it. That's my prediction.
I reckon Stephanie McMahon screws over Ronda.
Yeah, that could happen. Makes sense.
Or something Natalia.
Oh yeah, Natalia could come out and screw over Ronda.
Yeah, someone's getting screwed. I don't think Ronda's going to win.
Okay, that's more likely. Okay, prediction. Because Natalia, it would make sense with their story that's been going on. Natalia comes out, screws over Ronda, Nia wins the match. Next week on Raw, Natalia's like, I trained you, but you're getting the title shot. I should be the one getting the title shot. Yeah. And then Natalia versus Ronda for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Which would probably be a good match, because Natalia can carry
and it keeps Ronda away from the title. She doesn't need it, to be honest.
She doesn't need it yet, no.
She doesn't need it ever. She's Ronda Rousey.
No, she does need it by the time WrestleMania comes around, to have Charlotte win the Royal Rumble to then face Ronda at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you've put more thought into it than me. I don't care about Ronda Rousey or Charlotte.
Wow. Okay, you're the bad guy.
Very few female wrestlers I do genuinely like.
You're a heel podcast. I think Ronda versus Charlotte is going to be awesome.
I think if Ronda ever gets a character, then I'll start getting invested. Once she starts pointing and scowling, then I'll be happy.
She has, that's fair. She's had such little time on TV, and one match.
Yeah,
it's hard to get invested in her.
I think giving her the title now will have the Roman Reigns effect.
Probably. Someone
who's clearly not ready.
The only way it wouldn't is if she was amazing in the ring all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
You know, like you give the title to Brock, but Brock just is awesome, so you don't hate Brock. That's the only way it'd work for Ronda.
Yeah.
Also, I wonder if if Paul Heyman will end up managing Ronda, because that would be awesome.
Yeah, someone to talk for her.
Yeah, because she's a terrible talker.
Yeah.
She talks really quietly. Really weird.
Yeah, she's trying to be natural, but you need to be natural and be a bit.
You need to go
enunciate
full
and
hog, you know.
Put some fucking welly into it,
Yeah, fucking channel Rowdy Piper. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna take your title and your arm. Wow. Yeah. I'm sold.
All right, on to what could be the main event, but probably won't be. But it's the championship match that we care about. The AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. Hopefully, this will be their go home match, so to speak. Their good match.
Yeah, it's got to be the rubber match.
It has to.
And how many have they had in the last month? 4 matches.
4. Yeah, shit, they have, haven't they?
They did one on TV, didn't they?
Yeah. And then Nakamura won it to then decide the stipulation.
Yeah.
Actually, that match was really good. That's their best match they've had so far.
I never understand that mindset though. Let's give you the match on TV.
It doesn't make
sense.
A few
weeks before, yeah. But yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah. I liked the whole, pretend I got low blow, then hit AJ in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Shatter him. Because that very much gives us the, Nakamura can beat AJ. So, like...
Yeah, I reckon Nakamura's got to win this, hasn't he?
It has to. So, they both now have 1 win over each other and 2 draws.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Imagine Mick Foley is like... You know what this means? Let's have a best of 7. But the first 4 matches won't count.
Yep. So you've got another 7. Best of 12.
Best of 12. Oh, man.
And now you're a tag team.
Do you remember when, like, he made the joke where, like, I can't remember who he was talking to, but he was like, I've done this before, we'll have a best of 7. And the crowd booed it. And he was like, I'm just joking. Because it was a horrible decision. But it did give us the bar, and to be fair, the bar are pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, AJ versus Shinsuke. Shinsuke has to win this. This will probably be the best match on the card. Hands down. It's going to be great. And
It'll be the best singles match. I reckon the Money in the Bank might steal it.
Might do. I doubt it though. I think Nakamura.
Yeah, they're always spot fests. But
I'm hoping Nakamura wins. He has to, you know.
He's had a lot of opportunities, hasn't he, over the last year? Like, he lost that series with Jinder, didn't he?
Yeah. And I'd say he's consistently proven himself to be worth it.
Yeah.
In his heel role, like
Japanese
even more
world champion. Has that ever happened?
Pardon?
They have had a Japanese world champion.
No, they haven't actually. No, they have. No, they had.
No, because Yokozuna was.
Yeah, he
was
was
kayfabe Japanese, wasn't he?
It's kayfabe Japanese. Yeah. They had. What's his name? Inoki. Somebody Inoki.
Antonio Inoki was champion.
Yeah, Antonio Inoki was WWE champion, man. Yeah, he was. So they have had 1 Japanese champion. It's they haven't ever had a black world champion. No, WWE champion. They've had a black world champion. They've never had a WWE black champion, which is kind of weird. But Japanese definitely have.
Oh, fair play.
So he'll be the 2nd ever Japanese WWF champion, which is still cool.
That is still cool, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, prediction is it'll be the last match. I'm predicting Nakamura wins, and I'm hoping he wins. I don't know what they'll do afterwards though. Like who's he going to feud with? Like the only other baby.
AJ's got his he's got his rematch, hasn't he? So we're getting at least 1 more match.
Right. So we'll get another month, and then they'll have their ultimate match. So this is the penultimate match of the feud, really. They'll have their ultimate match at SummerSlam, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably have another stipulation as well. Maybe no count outs this finally.
Fucking cup on a pole.
That would be fucking hilarious. It makes sense as well. It's relevant.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, so I don't know who Nakamura feuds with if he wins the championship, because the only other top babyface is Daniel Bryan.
Ooh.
And Daniel Bryan.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, but Daniel Bryan would have to beat Big Cass. What could happen
Joe?
But Joe's
heel.
Joe's heel. If Bryan beats Cass and then Bryan feuds with Joe, and then in SummerSlam we get Bryan Joe, as well as AJ and Nakamura rematch, and Daniel Bryan actually beats Joe, then we get Bryan Nakamura feud, and then we get an AJ Joe feud. Yeah, man. Which will probably be better than the Nakamura Bryan feud, but that's fine, you know.
I'm happy with either of those, mate.
Got two main event feuds going on. That would be sweet as fuck. And then, you know, when you want to mix it up, you just change it around. You just have Bryan win, become champion. Nakamura goes down. AJ Bryan for the title. That'd be sweet. And then I guess Nakamura Joe to become Mr. Who can kick the shit out of the other guy the most.
Yeah.
Be pretty good. And then maybe you could actually have Daniel Bryan and AJ at WrestleMania. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah. Have AJ Styles win the Royal Rumble? Because that, I feel like that's something WWE should do. They should have AJ win the Rumble at some point. Because
eliminate Roman Reigns last, like usual.
Oh man, that'd be sweet. Because that adds prestige to the Royal Rumble to have somebody like AJ win it.
Yeah, man.
And even though Daniel Bryan has to win it someday, Bryan is 5 years younger than AJ. Maybe 4 years.
Seriously?
He's quite a bit younger.
Oh, fair play.
Because AJ's 40.
Always forget how old AJ Styles is.
AJ is 40-1. He's the same age as John Cena. They're both 41. Oh wait, no, John Cena might be 42 now. They were both
certainly age better than John Cena.
Oh yeah, it's weird. They were both born in the same year, but Cena is a couple of months older. Okay, so yeah, prediction: Nakamura wins, and that is the best match we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm saying Nakamura.
Like, this match realistically should be as good as their New Japan match.
It should be.
Yeah.
Or it'll be preceded by a segment with a bunch of tossers playing musical instruments or something. Anyway.
Alright, on to the Women's Money in the Bank match. We have Lana, we have Natalya, we have Alexa Bliss, we have Charlotte, we have Ember Moon, we have Becky Lynch, we have Naomi, and we have Sasha Banks. Jesus Christ, 8 people. That's a lot to get through. Alright, Ember Moon, freaking awesome. Love Ember Moon, she's great.
Yep.
And she has like the best finisher.
I love that finisher.
In WWE at the moment. It's a freaking top rope stunner.
Yeah.
I think it's the best finisher in WWE right now.
Yeah.
It's so good. She's good. I don't think she'll win it.
No, way too soon.
Way too soon. Who else could win it? Sasha Banks could win it.
No, I don't want to see that.
No, I don't really want to see Sasha. Yeah.
Is the rivalry with Bayley still happening?
I don't know. Don't actually know.
So I think WWE want us to be intrigued and be like, ooh, but I don't care.
Yeah, it's really, really lame.
Who else we got?
Like, Sasha would be interesting if you turned her heel like a year ago, you know, or a couple of years ago.
She should have been heel for years.
Yeah.
It's a terrible babyface.
We have Naomi. She's not winning.
No. Does she still carry that fucking uterus trophy around with her?
No, she doesn't, luckily.
I bet they never mention that again.
I hope not. Alright, we've got Lana.
Nope.
She's not winning. Like, Rusev is great, and Lana is great as a manager. And they have some great segments, but Lana is not a very good wrestler.
No, she cannot wrestle.
No, don't like her as a wrestler. Alright, Alexa Bliss, I don't think she's going to win. And just because she's just been champion, it doesn't make sense for her to win if she's already at the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the Money in the Bank should be to elevate people, not to give to somebody that's already in that position. That's why I don't think Charlotte wins it either. Because Charlotte can just go, you know, I want a title match.
Yeah.
There you go. You all have a title match at SummerSlam. She doesn't need to win Money in the Bank. And she can believably beat anybody, so she doesn't need, like, she doesn't need the advantage of the Money in the Bank. So I think the people that could win it, going on the whole Natalya versus Ronda Rousey.
There's a bit of intrigue there, isn't there?
Yeah, Natalya could win it. And I'd be happy with that, because Natalya, before the women's revolution, so to speak, before all the great NXT women came up, Natalya had been like the best women's wrestler on the roster for freaking ages.
Yeah.
Because she's always been better than AJ, but AJ's been a bit more interesting. Whereas like all the other women's wrestlers since what, like 2004, 2005?
Yeah, you got
shit.
Kelly and shit, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they've just all been awful, and Natalya's been consistently great. So it adds like a lot to have her as the second winner of the Money in the Bank. It's believable, and it sets her up for a Ronda Rousey thing if she comes in and cashes in and costs Ronda the title by cashing in.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if Ronda wins and then Natalya cashes in and beats Ronda for it. Could be interesting.
That'd be good, yeah.
Alright, other possible winner. I really want Becky Lynch to win.
I want Becky to win.
Yeah, man. But I want her to win as a heel. I want her to like betray Charlotte in a really awful way, kick her off the ladder, and make it seem heelish and win it, and like win it from Charlotte. You know,
can you be a face and be the Money in the Bank contract holder? How many face Money in the Bank contract holders?
Yes, you can. So both times CM Punk, he was a face at the time.
Yeah.
He didn't become a heel until after his second cash in, when he started doing the straight edge thing against Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Then he was heel. That was a fantastic one. Who else has been face? Technically John Cena, but John Cena's always been in that like position of
yeah. He always gets a reaction.
We love him and we hate him. These people.
I think Van Damme was a face, wasn't he?
Oh yes, for sure. But that was one of the very rare occasions where a face cashing in was like amazing, because obviously he cashed it in.
He announced it as well, didn't he?
For ECW, didn't he? And that's probably one of the best cash-ins, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that was the same night, wasn't he? He didn't really get a run with the case, did he?
No, it was just, I've got it. I'm cashing in on you, Seth. fuck you, revenge is sweet.
Yeah, I love this reasoning. He's like, I'll probably just lose the briefcase or something.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh man, and like that really like completed the poetic kind of storytelling of the Shield.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Anyway, that was an interesting aside, wasn't it?
Yeah, just from talking about Becky Lynch maybe going heel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Becky Lynch as a heel would be great. I think she'd actually have an interesting feud with Charlotte. It'd be like the only case in a long time where we've had an interesting women's feud that's not for the title.
Yeah.
Because the women's division has really been lacking that. That's what kind of feels like that's what they were trying to do with Bayley Sasha. To be like, hey, the women's division isn't only about the title. They can have a good feud that's not for the title. Oh no, wait, they can't. Nobody cares. And that's only because the Bayley Sasha thing should have been done years ago. If it had been done last year, then it would have worked. But yeah, Becky versus Charlotte would work really well.
Who are you saying then? You got to pick one.
Between Natalya and Becky. Oh man, my heart says Becky, but my body, my body's telling me Natalya. Nah, my mind is telling me Natalya story-wise for like the Ronda Rousey thing.
Yeah.
But then, because I want Becky to be heel, but I don't think they will turn her heel. You know.
I reckon that Natalya's winning this.
Yeah.
Because didn't she win a match the other night and she was just did a promo about Ronda?
Did she? What did she say about Ronda?
I can't remember, but she won the match, didn't she, to qualify, and then she was just started going on about Ronda Rousey.
In like
it was all positive, but like it was like typical
fake positive,
unsubtle WWE storytelling.
It was Natalya, I turn almost as much as the Big Show. Good.
Yeah.
Because like Natalya was a heel when she left SmackDown, right? But then she came on Raw as a face.
Yeah.
That's a really weird like face heel turn they can do from just switching from Raw to SmackDown. Like Charlotte left Raw as a heel and debuted on SmackDown as a face.
Yeah, it's a good way of rebooting characters, I guess, isn't it? But it makes no sense.
No, kayfabe doesn't make sense.
No.
Like, what happened to you being a cowardly heel? Why are you suddenly a top babyface that's winning fairly? You become stronger from switching brands? Bobby Roode left NXT as a heel, joined SmackDown as a face.
Oh, he really needs to be a heel again.
He does. He's stagnating.
He's the worst face.
Oh, man. Yeah, and he shouldn't have gone to Raw, for one.
No.
Raw is not the place for him. Goddamn. Because he needs to be booked by smart people.
Yeah.
You know, he's not like AJ, who will do good no matter what you do with him. Bobby Roode could be great if he's booked well.
Yeah, he's been a heel almost his entire career. Just keep him doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
He was fucking great in TNA.
He was.
Every version of his like heel thing when he had friggin' Eric Young as his servant and all that. That was great.
Yeah.
When he turned heel on James Storm, that was amazing.
Oh yeah, they had an amazing run.
Beer Money.
Yeah.
Dirty Heels.
I don't actually know much about Beer Money. I wasn't watching then.
Beer Money were great.
We'll have to go through it sometime.
Yeah.
Go through Beer Money. We could do like a there we go. We could do just a Beer Money like video.
Yeah.
We just look at Beer Money, go through their story. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so we made our prediction. Well, I've made my prediction. Natalya. Do you think Natalya?
Yeah, Natalya.
I want Becky, but it'll be Natalya. Okay, on to your main event, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which is it's got a nice lineup.
Yeah, that is a hell of a good lineup.
Yeah, Jesus, it's interesting. It's like a lot of these are actual main eventers, like right now, kind of.
Yeah.
And then like the other half are like, these should be main eventers.
The other half is the New Day.
Jeez. I like how it's still a member of the New Day. We don't know who's doing it.
My mate pointed out to me.
Well, my mate pointed out to me the other day what they could do, because it's a Money in the Bank ladder match, which means it's no disqualification. All three of them could come in and just say, you know, we're not going to tell you who is in the match. And then, like, whichever one of them gets the briefcase, they'd be like, yeah, he's the one that was in the match.
Free bird rule the briefcase.
Oh, they could. They should. They should three bird rule the briefcase. Yeah. That'd be hilarious. Makes sense as well. I think it would be Big E, but I want it to be Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
Because like Big E is set for a big push, but I'd prefer Xavier to get the push, because I think Xavier is better.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Big E as well. Big E is awesome. Although, if Big E ended up going solo and turning heel on the New Day, and they did a story of like Xavier as a face versus Big E the heel, I think that would work pretty well.
That would work well, yeah.
And like, I'd love it if Xavier became their first ever Black World Champion.
Yeah.
He'd need to be booked correctly for a while, because like at the moment, kayfabe, he's not on, you know, the main event level. No, none of them are. They're on the tag team level. But I think if booked correctly, Xavier could be a damn good main eventer. And like, the Miz pointed out the other day when he was saying, and when he was interviewing them, he was like, Xavier, you've got your own successful YouTube channel. You got like what, 1 million subscribers, and imagine being WWE champion at the head of your YouTube empire. I was like, holy shit, that'd be awesome. That should be a thing. You should do that. Oh man. I don't think any of them will actually win the briefcase though.
No.
It'd be amazing if they did, but I don't think they will. I actually think the briefcase is going to go to either Kevin Owens or Samoa Joe. Or maybe The Miz. Yeah, actually, The Miz works.
The Miz would be good.
The Miz will probably be the best, actually. Especially with how we were talking earlier about the world title picture at the moment. If Nakamura beats AJ, Nakamura feuds with Bryan. Bryan beats Nakamura. There we go. They got Bryan as the WWE champion with The Miz with the briefcase. That is perfect.
Yeah, I can't wait for that rivalry when it eventually happens.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. And then that, to be fair, that will probably go to WrestleMania, because The Miz will probably cash in before WrestleMania and win, and then he'd have to rematch at WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
Yeah,
I'd be happy with that.
Right, who's not winning? Rusev's not winning.
Nope, Finn Balor isn't winning.
Bobby Roode's not winning at all.
No. Braun Strowman isn't winning
on
the basis. Yeah, the whole main event thing. Like, you could give Braun a title match at SummerSlam, and we go, yeah, and we would be convinced that he might win. He doesn't need it. Kevin Owens would really benefit from it. He would be an amazing Mr. Money in the Bank for sure.
He'd be great. As would Joe.
Yeah, Joe is like maybe also doesn't need it, but who knows? Like, Joe is already on that main event level. He could believably beat AJ for the title, or Nakamura, or Bryan. But at the same time, like, the sight of seeing Joe with the briefcase would be really awesome and really intimidating.
A Cultaholic video earlier today, and the guy on there was like, Joe would be the kind of Mr. Money in the Bank that would walk up to a fresh champion at the start of the match and cash in.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
That would be awesome.
I've always wanted a cash-in where, like, somebody... So let's say Roman has a title match. Let's say Roman is the champion because it's Roman Reigns. He has, like, a title match against somebody, and Mr. Money in the Bank, let's say Samoa Joe, comes in as they're both in the ring. He comes in but cashes in before the match starts. So technically it's a one-on-one, and the other guy doesn't get his title match. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be kind of thing, yeah. That'd be kind of thing Strowman could do. I'd love to see Strowman, you know, interfere before Roman Reigns faces Brock Lesnar for the upteenth time. Go, I'm cashing in, win the title of Brock, and then go, okay, Roman, now you can have your title match against me, and then beat him as well.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm thinking Kevin Owens or The Miz. Maybe Joe? I'm going to go with The Miz. I think storyline, it works better. Yeah.
I'm going to say Joe.
Jesus, fair play. I like how both of them on SmackDown were not split between Raw and SmackDown.
I don't want to see it on Raw. I think it's the briefcase on SmackDown is much more interesting.
It is, but at the same time, by that logic, Raw needs it more to make it more interesting.
Where are your opportunities to cash in on Raw? The champion's never fucking there.
That's a good point. Could you imagine though, Kevin Owens just Mr. Money in the Bank giving out about Brock Lesnar not being there?
Oh yeah,
being there like every week. Kurt, is Brock here? Is Brock going to be
here? That is perfect Kevin Owens fodder, actually, yeah.
It'd be great. But then, like...
he moans convincingly. He's like... he would be justifiably moaning, yeah. I like that idea, actually.
Oh, man. Can you imagine Brock actually, like, appearing one time, coming out, and then calling Owens out? Hey, here's your chance, Owens. Why don't you cash in? And Owens comes out and, like, doesn't cash in, obviously.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, then justifies why he's not going to cash in. Being like, what, you think I'm stupid? No, I'm not going to cash in, Brock. I'm going to wait until
Yeah.
somebody kicks your ass. I'm going to wait until you're lying on the ground defenseless. Then I'm going to cash in. And then I'm never going to give you your rematch. That'd be great. Especially if he's still teaming with Sammy. Have like Sammy has his go-to. It'd be like KO and Jericho when KO was the Universal title champion. But with Sammy instead of Jericho. It would work really well.
Yeah.
It's weird, like the Raw Championship picture could benefit from having a Money in the Bank holder and make it a lot more interesting if Brock turned up anyway. Whereas the SmackDown World title is gonna still be interesting with it or without it. I feel like Raw could benefit from it, but I think The Miz will win it, and I will be happy that The Miz wins it. But at the same time, I'd be so happy if Kevin Owens won it. But do you think Joe's gonna win it over The Miz?
No, I'm just speaking as a fan. I would just rather see Joe
Who you want to win it?
win it. Yeah.
Fair play. I want Kevin Owens to win it, but I think The Miz will win it.
Yeah.
And I think it will be awesome. Yeah. It'd also work. It would work well to continue his feud with the New Day. He'd be all like, "Hey, New Day, none of your members want it. I want it." He'd continue feuding with them. Continue giving whoever Biggie's getting a singles push. You could push him against The Miz for a bit.
Okay, yeah.
So you got a bit of a feud going to like tide them until The Miz eventually cashes in, and you'd have the Bar continue their feud with Xavier and Kofi. Yeah, storyline wise, it works pretty well.
Yeah, that works out. Yeah.
Although if Kevin doesn't win it, what can they do with him? He's kind of like this. Keep feuding him with Braun Strowman. Keep jobbing out. Be pretty lame.
I guess.
Ah man, Kevin Owens could really benefit from it. This is why I want Kevin to win it. KO needs it.
Yeah.
And he's a great heel Universal Champion. We've seen it before.
Yeah.
It would be fantastic. It'd also be fantastic if Seth is the guy to dethrone Brock, and then KO comes and cashes in.
Yeah.
That would work pretty well. Alright, so yeah, prediction is The Miz. That's my official prediction.
Okay.
And that is a wrap. We've done it all. We've predicted all of it.
Yep. Unless they're adding more matches, obviously.
Yeah. Are there any other people we've talked about that are likely to have a match now?
No, it's just gonna be who cares matches again, isn't it?
Yeah, because we've already talked about Brian, Big Cass, Delete.
Oh yeah, of course we have. Yeah.
The Deleter of Worlds in the B team, and Seth Rollins. Because they all aren't confirmed matches. But
cool. We've
talked about what we think will happen.
All done then.
Yeah. There really isn't anybody else, have we? Bludgeon Brothers, they're defending. Nope.
No, I'd have to look at the roster again, and I can't be asked to do that.
Yeah. Although, okay, so looking at this card is at least comforting proof that at least in 2018, they can have Brock Lesnar not defend the title, but it still looks like it's going to be an awesome freaking event.
Yeah.
Whereas normally you can really feel the absence of Brock. It definitely helps that it's a co-branded pay-per-view though. It's like
Money in the Bank's usually a good event though, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
there's that anticipation of who's going to win and stuff, and
yeah, that's why it's like my favourite. That's just why like I prefer the Royal Rumble over WrestleMania, because the Royal Rumble is this guy's your next top star. It's actually something new. It's actually a surprise.
Yeah.
Whereas the WrestleMania is like, well, there's no surprise there because you've already been feuding for a month. This is what's going to happen. Same with Money in the Bank. I said Money in the Bank. I think I like Money in the Bank more. I think there's more leeway with who wins the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. It looks like they probably aren't going to bother doing a tag team Money in the Bank, which was rumoured.
Oh yeah.
But
I think that's overkill on the card, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Like they were teasing it for like the first week or so, the first couple of weeks, but they've stopped teasing it. So it looks like they've decided against it. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I don't think I would have minded having a tag team Money in the Bank briefcase. I think it would have been alright. But I also couldn't imagine having 3 Money in the Bank ladder matches and 1 pay-per-view. It would be overkill for sure.
Yeah, that's
It would be like
that's law of diminishing returns, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And this isn't TNA.
By the time you got to the men's one at the end of the day, it's lockdown territory, isn't it?
All matches are a cage match. Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's a way to save money, I guess. Lower the cage, just leave it there. Oh, God.
Save a couple of quid on electricity, like. That's
So
TNA though, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. So like for the TLC pay-per-view, you tend to only have one TLC match, which is good.
Yeah.
Same with Hell in a Cell nowadays, or maybe 2 Hell in a Cell matches, but at least 2 is an overkill.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Which is good. It's kind of weird because like obviously we had a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania the other year between obviously Undertaker and Shane, and then the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view comes around and there's one Hell in a Cell match. It's like, well, why do you bother having a pay-per-view named after this match?
Yeah.
Man. I'm really hoping WrestleMania or SummerSlam, I'm hoping we get another freaking tag team TLC at some point, because we haven't had one in ages. We had the ladder match when the Hardys came back, but we didn't have one this year.
Yeah.
I like the idea of
TLC would be good.
I think every WrestleMania should be like a multi-tag ladder match or TLC match or something, because it's so good when it happens.
Yeah.
We didn't get it this year, which was a shame.
It's spectacle.
Yeah. Alright, that's another video done. Another video sorted.
Yes.
The end of an era. Well, no, it's not.
No, it's not. It's the start of an era, if anything, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you for watching, if you watched.
Thank you.
If you didn't, then watch, for God's sake. Go back to the start. And actually, no, even if you did, go back to the start and watch it again. Yeah. Give us that extra few. You know you want to.
Like, subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
Smash that bell.
Don't smash that bell.
Smash the bell.
Why? The bell is bullshit. The bell is a lie.
I know, but do it anyway.
I don't get the whole bell. It's like, cause, every time I watch a YouTube video, they say, subscribe, like, and push that bell. That bell keeps you notified, right? But subscribing keeps you notified anyway. So.
Not anymore, apparently.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, if you do
anyway,
subscribe
thank
and
you
you
for
do
watching.
push that bell, then you'll be notified next time we release a video. And you obviously enjoyed that video because you stayed with it all the way through. Yeah, thank you for watching, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.